100 million for retooling, but nothing for us.
How long can we last till the new model comes out?
We have resisted this for many years, believing the Model T was sufficient.
It is narrower. The four-wheel brakes are essential, Joseph. It must handle as well as it looks.
The new transmission design accommodates it well.
The hot strip mill, reducing a massive 32-foot slab into a coiled strip in under 2 minutes. Here at Iron Mountain, skilled hands guide the finest lumber, crafting the precise wooden skeleton of the new Model A.
Keep the briquettes moving. We got a train to load.
Representing the largest foundry operation in the automotive industry, the Rouge Works produced over 10,000 motor blocks per day in 1924.
This is the master pattern for the new 200.5 cubic inch L-head engine.
All right, lift her steady now.
Easy does it, don't crack the mold.
The steel billets, heated to 2200 degrees Fahrenheit, are precisely placed within the massive drop hammer for the initial forging.
The utmost precision is required. We allow for no more than 0.02 of an inch total indicator reading to ensure perfect balance. After degassing the molten metal, it is gravity cast into permanent steel molds, creating the innovative aluminum piston.
The precision is paramount. Each rod is balanced, with the big end weighing exactly 552 grams. Once the rings are compressed, the assembly is gently tapped home, and the rod bolts are torqued precisely between 30 and 50 foot-pounds. Now we set the valve clearance using the feeler gauges. We're looking for between 10 and 13 thousandths of an inch.
The gear-type pump delivers a precise 9 pints per minute at 1,300 revolutions per minute.
The heart of the 1920s electrical system was the 6-volt DC generator, belt-driven to produce a reliable 20 amps.
Weighing in at 63 pounds 4 ounces, the flywheel is secured before the 9-inch clutch assemble is carefully aligned.
Here we see the cast iron housing for the new 3-speed sliding gear transmission. The bearing bores must be precisely machined for perfect alignment.
Precision is paramount as the facings are riveted. This 9-inch assembly is crucial for the 3-speed gearbox.
The spring steel is precisely cut, then heat treated and quenched for proper temper.
The heart of the Gemmer system, the worm gear shaft is carefully mated with the sector, ensuring the precision required for reliable steering.
Here we see the assembly of the new 6-volt positive ground system.
The field coils, arranged in series, provide the cranking power for the modern automobile. The oil-filled ignition coil, representing high-voltage generation for the spark plugs. This coil completes the ignition system.
How's the linkage look on your end? Seems tight. Try the pedal.
The final preparations included 5 quarts of engine oil, the heavy 600 watt for the transmission and differential.
The paintwork is flawless, Thompson. All systems checked. Cleared for shipment.
The mid-1920 line Rouge assembly line reached full capacity, churning out 9,000 units per day.
This bottleneck here is unacceptable. I want this streamlined by the afternoon, understand?
The new intake manifold is performing splendidly.
Be late getting these Model A parts to the branch plant.
By the mid-1930s, Ford's reach extended across the globe, with assembly plants in 9 different countries producing the iconic Model A.
That's the last one, boys. 4,858,644!
As you can see, the Forder sedan offers unparalleled luxury. But if it's sophistication you're after, the town car is simply unmatched.
Quite impressive, a marvelous piece of engineering. Moving the spark lever up or advancing it controls the timing. This allows the engine to run much smoother and prevents knocking.
They really built these things to last, absolutely rugged and dependable. Yeah.
It's incredible the level of detail they preserved, a true piece of history.
See, this is the original carburetor mechanism right here.
Ah, that's fascinating.
A stunning variety of colors and body styles. The Model A truly marked the end of the any color as long it's black era.